Viewers, Karnataka will go to polls in two phases starting April 26th, with the BJP in alliance with the JDS this time taking on the Congress, which won a handsome win in last year's assembly polls. However, just days before polling, the main poll issue has become allegations of appeasement being levelled by the BJP. The last few weeks, the BJP has hauled the Congress over coals over the pro-Pak chants in Vidhan Sauda, the Parameshwara cafe blast, and the thrashing of the men who chanted Jai Shri Ram. The BJP alleges that it is the Congress appeasement that is emboldening such elements in the state. Now, there has been another shocking development. The daughter of a Congress corporator from Hubballi, Dharwad, Niranjan Hiramat, has been killed. Neha Hiramat was murdered in her own college in broad daylight in an incident that has been captured on CCTV camera. Neha's alleged killer Fayaz purportedly fled the scene of the crime but was caught just an hour later. He also sustained an injury because of which he was taken to the hospital. A number of key details have come to the fore about the motive of the murder. But listen in to the victim's father. He says that this is a result of love jihad. Now, the Congress government in Karnataka has formally denied the love jihad angle. The state's Home Minister G Parameshwara says it is not a case of love jihad because the relationship was mutual.
No, love jihad ನನಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರು ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅದು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಮಗಳು ದೂರ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ಲು ಆಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಅವನು ಹುಡುಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಅದು ಯಾವ ಲವ್ ಜಿಹಾದು ಏನು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡಿ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾಳೋ ಅಥವಾ ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ನೂ ನನಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಯಾವ ಲವ್ ಜಿಹಾದು ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ.
Now let's play out what the victim's father has said. He's calling it a clear case of love jihad.
ಮಗಳನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ದುಃಖ ಐತಿ. ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ಬರ ಬಡ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದಂತ ನನ್ನ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಅನೇಕ ಕಡೆ ದುಃಖವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಬೇರೆದವರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ. ಈ ಲವ್ ಜಿಹಾದ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ವಿಸ್ತಾರವಾಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನನಗೂ ಅನ್ಸತ್ತೆ. ಒಬ್ಬಾಕೆ ಮಗಳು, ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ಮಗ, ಎರಡು ಕಣ್ಣಿದ್ದಂಗೆ ನನಗೆ 25 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಹಾಕಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಾನು ಬಂದವನೇ. ಇವತ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಮನೆಗಿಂತ ದುಃಖ ಬಂದೈತೆ, ಏನು ಬೇಡ್ಲಕ್ಕೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ಪಾಲಕರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ತಾಯಂದ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ತಮ್ಮ ಹೆಣ್ಣು ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಕಲ್ಸಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಕಳಿಸ್ರಿ ಅಂದರೆ ತಾವು ಕೂಡ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಮಗಳು ಏನು ಮಾಡತ್ತಾಳ, ಅವ್ರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾರು ಬಿದ್ದಾರೋ ಏನೋ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ತಾವು ಕೂಡ ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸ.
It's a strange situation. The victim's father believes that this is love jihad. He's a Congress leader himself, but the Congress has denied the charge. The BJP is calling it Cong's vote bank appeasement, a charge that the Congress has denied.
ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ನೀತಿಯ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಜನ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅವರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಷನ್ನೇ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ನೀತಿಯ ಕಾರಣದಿಂದ ಸಮಾಜಘಾತಕ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಭಯ ಅನ್ನೋದಿಲ್ಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದನ್ನು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮುಂದುವರೆದರೆ ಜನ ಪ್ರತಿಭಟನೆಗೆ ಇಳಿತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ನಾನು ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯನವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ.
ನೋಡಿ, ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನೂನು ಏನಿದೆ ಆ ಕಾನೂನು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ನಿರ್ದಾಕ್ಷಿಣ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಕ್ರಮ ಕೈಗೊಳ್ಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿದೆ. ಯಾರೇ ಆಗಲಿ ಕಾನೂನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಖಂಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರು ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಲಾ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್.
ಒಂದೇ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮಾರು ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇದೇ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆದರೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಬಿಹಾರ
ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ಬೊಮ್ಮಾಯಿ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೂ ನಡೆದಿತ್ತು, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲೂ ಇದು ಕೆಲವು ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ವ್ಯವಹಾರಗಳು ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತವೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಫರ್ಮ್ ಟು ಡೀಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಆಲ್ ಸಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ರಿಮಿನಲ್ಸ್.
ये लड़की निर्दोष थी. ये लड़की पढ़ाई करती थी. उसको वो लड़का ने, माइनॉरिटी लड़का ने लव जिहाद में फंसाना चाहते थे. वो नहीं सुनी, इसके लिए उसका कारण कॉलेज का कैंपस का अंदर उसको मर्डर की ना। ये लॉ एंड ऑर्डर फेल्यूर है। बहुत महीने से हम बोल रहे हैं लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कर्नाटक में ठीक नहीं है।
ಯಾವುದು ಮರ್ಡರ್ಗಳಾಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ ಅವು ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಕಾರಣಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. ಕಾನೂನು ಸುವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಬಹಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ಕಾನೂನು ಸುವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ, ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ.
Let's quickly open this up. T.S. Sankirtha, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Karan Verma, author and analyst, Asif Bamla, political analyst, advocate Umer Junaidi, political analyst, and Sanjay Gupta, leader of the Shiv Sena Uddhav faction, completes the panel. Gentlemen, good evening. संजय गुप्ता जी, मैं आपसे शुरू करना चाहता हूं. आपको याद होगा उद्धव ठाकरे ने लव जिहाद पे क्या कहा है. उन्होंने कहा था कि ये बहुत बड़ी समस्या है और इस पे लगाम लगानी पड़ेगी. अब कांग्रेस में एक मर्डर होता है, कांग्रेस लीडर की बेटी का मर्डर होता है कर्नाटका में. वो कांग्रेस के जो नेता है वो कहते हैं कि ये लव जिहाद है, लेकिन कांग्रेस की जो सरकार है वो कहती है कि नहीं, तो लव जिहाद नहीं है.
देखिए, कानून अपना काम करेगा. अगर किसी ने किसी भी लड़की का किसी भी प्रकार से इस तरह से मर्डर किया है, कुछ भी किया है, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो किसी भी धर्म या समुदाय से है तो उसके खिलाफ एक्शन नहीं होगा या उसके लिए कोई रिलैक्सेशन रहेगी. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर कर्नाटक के अंदर जहां बीजेपी की सरकार नहीं है वहां कोई दुर्घटना घट गई तो वहां तो इस सरकार को कटघरे में खड़ा कर दें, मगर अगर मणिपुर में कुछ घटता है तो वहां इस सरकार को बचाने में खड़े हो जाते हैं. दुर्घटना इस तरह की कहीं पर भी हो, चाहे वो कर्नाटक हो, चाहे वो मणिपुर हो, उनके खिलाफ बोलने की बात होनी चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं है कि मणिपुर में आप सपोर्ट करने लग जाएं और कर्नाटक में आप दूसरी कहानी करने लग जाएं. जिन शब्दों का उच्चारण किया गया उन्हीं पे रहना चाहिए. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि नाची शब्द का अगर प्रयोग किया है तो उस पर आप उसको नचनिया बनाने लग जाएं. नचनिया नहीं कहा है. नाची का मतलब नाची होता है जो नृत्यांगना होती है, कलाकार होते हैं, आर्टिस्ट.
अब आप देखिए संजय गुप्ता जी, आपने सोचा कि काफी दिन से डिबेट नहीं हुई है तो मैं सारे टॉपिक्स पे बोल देता हूं. मणिपुर पे बोल दिया आपने, संजय राउत पे बोल दिया, कर्नाटका छोड़ दिया जिसके लिए आपको बुलाया है. उमर जुनैदी, व्हाई डू यू थिंक योर ओन लीडर
कानून अपना काम करेगा और
नहीं बोलेंगे.
Mr. Junaidi, Mr. Bhamla, I'll just get you in. Let me, bring in Mr. Junaidi. Mr. Junaidi, why is the Congress leader saying this is a case of love jihad?
Good evening, Pranesh. First of all, I would like to say that this is purely not the case of love jihad, and this doesn't have any connection to the word love jihad. First of all, love jihad do not exist. Jihad is a pious thing, and connecting it with the love itself is a waste and useless word that BJP have created. Now, talking about the incident, yes, the incident is condemnable, and I personally condemn the incident, and this should not be happening in the future, and that's what the Congress government in Karnataka is making sure. D.K. Shivakumar and G. Parameshwara, along with the CM of Karnataka, have made sure that the police will be taking the action and the justice will be given to the victim. And that is the result that within the few minutes, that is approximately around 80 to 90 minutes, the accused have been
So this is not a case
arrested.
of love jihad. Mr. Sankirtha, there is no such thing as love jihad, says Mr. Junaidi.
Good evening. Firstly, if you see the series of events that are happening in Karnataka since the Congress government came into power, before that, a Dalit Congress MLA in Bengaluru, his house was burned down. D.K. Shivakumar stood with the culprits and the accused. He did not stand with the Congress MLA then. Secondly, if you see the Belgaum incident, a Dalit lady was stripped naked and paraded. No action. After the High Court directed to file an FIR, then the FIR was said. Sin behind that was Congress workers. Secondly, if you see the series of events, when the Rameshwaram cafe blast happened, D.K. Shivakumar comes and says that it is a small incident. So this is the kind of incident. And if you see yesterday's incident, the father of the girl himself is telling clearly that there was no business between them. It is a clear case of love jihad. What do you want to call it? And someone, Mr. Umay Junaidi, I don't know what is, these things should not have happened in the Karnataka. Karnataka is a very calm and composed state. There were no communal riots or no communal tensions in the last decade. There should not be anything such repeated. But if you see, this is the sad state of Karnataka. This is the sad state of Karnataka. Because of appeasement, you're compromised the law and order situation in Karnataka.
Because of appeasement. Karan Verma, set this up, put this in context. Now, is there a pattern? We've had a bomb blast, Rameshwaram Cafe. Then we've seen pro-Pak slogans in Vidhan Saudha, no less. A man was roughed up because he was playing Chalisa. And now this, and the Congress leader is claiming that this is love jihad.
Right.
So, Pranesh, the law and order situation in Karnataka has seen a steep decline. In fact, the leader of opposition, Mr. R. Ashok, wanted to discuss this on the floor of the House but was scuttled. Late in September, I mean barely 4 months into the government, we had 117 murders in broad daylight. The law and order situation was so down, there were 43,000 cases in the first 4 months, which is a remarkable increase from the last year. Just to give you perspective, in crime against women, they have climbed in the last 1 year from 14,000 to 17,700. Molestation cases in Bangalore itself has seen a steep rise of 67%. So this is something that has been bothering people, and there is a pattern to it. The chief minister says, हमें minorities के लिए 10,000 करोड़ का एक corpus बनाना है. The animal husbandry unit in the heart of Bangalore is given to the minorities for their benefits. They have talked about SDPI elements which are extending support to Congress. Congress is yet to come clean on that. So this is a pattern, and let me tell our good friend who says love jihad is a BJP creation. Sorry. It came from the Kerala High Court. The findings of various reports, there was a pattern back in 2010, even before Mr. Modi came, where it was deduced that, yes, love jihad is a menace. In fact, the CPIM Chief Minister, V.S. Achyutanand, he also admitted, he is not from BJP, he admitted love jihad is a reality. Now, if till the Congress doesn't shed its appeasement, unfortunately, such incidents can happen with people from Congress also. They don't realize appeasement is a menace. Till we do not recognize the problem of radicalization, till we do not address it, we cannot solve it.
Okay, so you see a pattern to this.
Slumber and realize.
Let me bring in Mr. Bhamla. Mr. Bhamla, Mr. Junaidi is saying that love jihad is a BJP creation. Uddhav Thackeray has gone on record. He's part of Team India. Uddhav Thackeray has said, and I'm open to correction, he's called love jihad an international conspiracy. There we go. Mr. Bhamla.
The irony is that the poor and the innocent girl, Neha Hiramat, who is a Congress corporator's daughter, whose character assassination has been done by their own Congress Chief Minister, Siddaramaiah. You see, this is not the first incident. In the last 24 hours, there are 8 gruesome murders that the state has had, and it is heading towards a total chaos and anarchy. There's growing fearlessness in and amongst the state. There's lack of determination and governance in the Siddaramaiah state. And let me also tell you, this is all to create fear in and amongst the BJP workers. It was the courage of the ABP workers today. It was the courage of the BJP workers to take a morcha against the government in support of this poor innocent girl, Neha Hiramat, who said that this a father is claiming and begging of their own Congress Chief Minister that don't character assassinate. So this is the condition of the Congress government. What I'm trying to request you is that this entire government in Karnataka has been involved, and this it's a repeated incident of crime. Intention is to create panic, and Siddaramaiah government, the law and order has collapsed in the state.
Mr. Junaidi, people would ask you one fundamental question, and which is, this is a case of the Congress leader claiming this is a case of love jihad. It's not as if, somebody in the BJP is standing up and saying, look, this is love jihad. One of your own is saying love jihad, but you are dismissing it.
Pranesh, it is not about the daughter of Congress corporator or Congress MLA or whatever it is. the citizen of Karnataka is equal to the Congress party. It might be the daughter of BJP or JDS or Congress. They are equal to the Congress party and law and order in the Karnataka. Now talking about the love jihad, what BJP says love jihad is the Muslims, try to convince the girl, get into a relationship and then convert. Now the very fact is that this girl never accepted Fayyaz. So how there is the establishment of love is the question. Unnecessary criticizing, blaming, defaming the victim is the cheap politics of BJP. So when there is no love between two, how it can be a love jihad is the question. Now talking about the victim's father is very much essential, Pranav. What he said is, if it is love jihad, it is going very far. But I do not know any incident wherein my daughter complained about this. So they are the statements, he is in the situation wherein he just lost her only daughter. That too, a murder has been done to him. The murder has been taken place of her daughter. And this media person going, there might be a pressure, there might be a tiredness or the pain which have led him to give the statement, whatever it is. But the very fact is, there was no love. When there is no love...
Karan Verma, you have the last word.
He's got the entire definition of love jihad wrong. Why it is called love jihad is where one individual from a community tries to coerce the other. And this is exactly what has happened. This man, and the girl's father is on record, Pranesh, saying that my daughter resisted and told him that we are of different religions and communities and I do not want to take this forward. It was her choice. But this man coerced her. This man kept on insisting. And only if they understand this threat in reality, we can avoid such cases. When someone in Congress is today a victim of it, at least then you should wake up. I agree all citizens are equal, but at least then it should hit you that, this radicalization can take everyone in its sweep. Whether you are BJP, whether you are Congress, this is a menace we must all confront together in consensus. But you are still in denial. That is the unfortunate reality.
Mr. Sankirta, is the Congress doing this to fetch a few votes? Short answer, sir.
See, the Congress from the day it came into power are definitely into appeasement and they want to make their vote bank safe. If you see, they diverted the 11,500 crore money which was due for Dalits and they gave it to the minority people. They announced 10,000 crores. There is no money for development. Still, you go ahead and give 10,000 crores to the minorities. We are not against minorities, you giving money to minorities. But you snatching away Dalits money and giving it to minorities is definitely a crime. And secondly, if you see, cinema heroine by name Harshika Purnacha, she was threatened in Bengaluru. This is definitely a law and order. Because of your safening your vote bank, you are compromising and giving the law and order of Bengaluru and Karnataka going for a toss. This is definitely not acceptable. This is the model, this is the actual model of Karnataka which you want to show to the people of India. So this is the model, the law and order failure, you compromising law and order to safeguard your vote bank is definitely
sting Congress Karnataka votes in less than 7 days. Mr. Bamla, we're completely out of time. Would have loved to get your view in. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us on Times Now.